Honorable colleagues, without any waste of time, we proceed to matters of urgent public importance. And the first motion we have before us is coming from Honorable Uchenna Harris Okonkwo. If Honorable Okonkwo is around, please can you rise and move your motion?
Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning coming under Order 8, Rule 5, to allow for me to move this motion on urgent public importance with the subject matter condemning the attacks by unknown gunmen in Anambra State, including Abatete and Ukbo, calling for urgent action, and as well condemning the attacks on the convoy of Honorable Ginger Onwusibe that occurred yesterday. The House further resolves to commiserate with the families of the victims who lost their lives in the attack and extend profound condolence to all those affected while offering prayers to swift recovery of those that are injured. The House resolves to observe a minute of silence in honor of the lives lost in this tragic incident. The House further urges the Anambra State government to provide immediate relief and compensation to the victims and their families, as well as rebuild and rehabilitate affected areas. Call on community leaders, traditional rulers, and other stakeholders to collaborate with the security agencies in identifying and addressing the root cause of insecurity in the region. The House further mandates the Committee on Defense to conduct an urgent fact-finding mission to Abatete, Ukbo, and other regions of affected areas of security menace and report back to the House in 2 weeks, and as well liaise with the Anambra State government to come together and the federal security agencies to come together to find a lasting solution to these issues. Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues, I so move.
I rise to second the motion ably moved by my...
This motion is referred to the Committee on Defense for further legislative action. The next matter of public urgent importance is coming from Honorable Umar Shehu Ajilo. If he's around, please can you rise and move your motion?
My dear colleagues, I have a motion for urgent to investigate the correctional facilities disease outbreak in Kaduna Prison Service Office. Conduct an urgent investigation into the cause of this disease outbreak of Kaduna Correctional Facility. Number 2, to identify the measures to prevent future occurrence of and ensuring the health and well-being of inmates and staffs. Number 3, to collaborate with the relevant agencies to provide immediate medical assistance and support to affected individuals. Number 4, to do a minute silence for those that are recently dead in this correctional facility. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I so move. Thank you.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I rise to second the motion ably moved by my colleague. I so second.
This motion is referred to Committee on Correctional Services for further legislative action.
The motion of urgent public importance needs to revitalize the vocational skill acquisition centers under the National Directorate of Employment (NDE) in Nigeria. The House resolves to urgently constitute an ad hoc committee to liaise with the National Directorate of Employment to conduct a holistic survey of the requirements needed to reactivate these 33 non-functional and the barely functional 54 skill acquisition centers with a view of making all 87 to optimally function within the 2025 budget cycle. 2, the ad hoc committee to liaise with the Committee on National Planning, Economic Development, and Appropriation to ensure that adequate budgetary provision is made in the 2025 Appropriation Act to ensure revitalization of the NDE skill acquisition centers across the country. 3, Mr. Speaker, take any additional measure deemed necessary to support and advance the objective of this motion and report within 2 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, I so move.
Amendment. My amendment is to his prayer 1, where he said an ad hoc committee should be formed. The ND is under the Committee on Labor and Productivity, and I expect that the committee should be the one to handle this. Thank you so much. I so amend.
Speaker, I rise to second the amended motion as proposed by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
I rise to second this motion, ably moved by my colleague. I so second.
This motion is referred to the Committee on Labor for further legislative action.
Mr. Speaker, as announced earlier with the message we got from the President of the Senate, the time to pay the last respect to our departed colleague, distinguished Senator Uba, is about now. I therefore rise to move that all the matters on the order paper today be suspended according to our rules. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
I rise to second the motion ably moved by my chairman that the other rules and order paper should be suspended. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so second.
I rise to move that the House do adjourn plenary tomorrow, 11 a.m., same venue. I so move.
I stand to second the motion that the House do adjourn to tomorrow, same venue, same time. I do second, sir.
Please, honorable members, we will adjourn to tomorrow, 11 a.m. I urge all of us to go as a group, to go and pay our last respects to the body of our departed colleague. And then from there, we can all disperse to wherever we want, please.